Milk often sparks questions among people managing diabetes. Is milk harmful? Can it spike blood sugar? Should you switch to plant-based alternatives like almond or soy milk? Is lactose-free milk truly better for blood sugar control? These are questions I hear frequently as an educator in diabetes. I'm Edu Rodriguez, pharmacist, biochemist, diabetes educator, and a type 1 diabetic for over 25 years. On my channel, Edu Diabetes, we explore topics that help demystify diabetes management and empower better choices. Today, let's uncover the truth about milk and its impact on blood sugar. Milk is a staple in many diets, offering a range of nutrients. In 200 milliliters of milk, you'll find approximately 6 grams of protein and 10 grams of carbohydrates, primarily in the form of lactose, a sugar that breaks down into glucose and galactose. This composition has led to myths and misconceptions about milk being harmful for diabetics. But when we look deeper, we see a more balanced picture. Milk has a relatively low glycemic index of about 42, meaning it raises blood sugar more gradually compared to high GI foods. Additionally, milk is rich in essential nutrients, including calcium, vitamins, protein, and fats. A 200 milliliter serving provides 250 milligrams of calcium, vital for bone health. The calcium in milk is highly bioavailable, making it easier for the body to absorb compared to plant-based sources. Milk also contains vitamins A, D, K, and B complex, which are essential for overall health. It provides high-quality protein, which helps maintain muscle mass and stabilizes blood sugar levels when paired with carbohydrates. Depending on whether you choose whole or skim milk, the fat content can slow glucose absorption and provide satiety. Compared to sugary drinks like fruit juices or soft drinks, milk contains fewer carbohydrates and a better nutritional profile. For instance, 200 milliliters of orange juice contains about 22 grams of carbs, while grape juice has around 32 grams, both significantly higher than milk's 10 grams. One common mistake is focusing solely on the glycemic index without considering the overall nutritional profile of milk. For example, when combined with other foods like eggs, vegetables, or fiber-rich options like chia seeds, milk's glycemic impact can be reduced significantly. Fiber slows digestion, preventing blood sugar spikes. Many people overlook this and focus narrowly on carb counts or glycemic index, missing out on milk's benefits. Another error is assuming lactose-free milk is better for diabetics. While lactose-free milk is useful for those with lactose intolerance, it has a slightly higher glycemic index due to the predigested sugars, glucose, and galactose. For those without lactose intolerance, there's no advantage to switching. Plant-based milks like almond, soy, and oat milk are also gaining popularity. While they can be excellent alternatives for those with allergies or intolerances, they often lack the nutrient density of cow's milk unless fortified. Additionally, they are usually more expensive, and their calcium and protein content might not match that of cow's milk. If you enjoy plant-based milk for its taste, that's fine, but don't assume it's inherently healthier. The choice between whole and skim milk depends on individual health goals. Skim milk has fewer calories and less saturated fat, making it a better option for those managing weight or cholesterol. Whole milk, however, contains fats that slow glucose absorption, which may benefit some people. For thin diabetics or those not concerned with weight management, whole milk can be a reasonable choice when consumed in moderation. In my personal experience, pairing milk with other nutritious foods creates a balanced meal. For breakfast, I often combine a glass of milk with scrambled eggs, a bit of cheese, and sometimes a small serving of fruit with chia seeds. This approach ensures a slower rise in blood sugar while providing sustained energy throughout the morning. You may have heard that milk is inflammatory or even harmful. Scientific evidence suggests otherwise. For those without lactose intolerance or milk protein allergies, milk can have anti-inflammatory properties and support overall health. However, if you're lactose intolerant or allergic to milk proteins, avoiding milk is advisable, as it can trigger digestive discomfort or inflammation. There's also a misconception that milk is heavily contaminated with harmful substances like caustic soda. These claims are exaggerated and largely unsubstantiated. Most reputable brands undergo rigorous testing, ensuring milk safety. Choosing trusted brands eliminates these concerns. Milk can be a nutritious part of a diabetic-friendly diet when consumed thoughtfully. Whether you choose whole, skim, or plant-based milk, it's essential to consider your overall dietary needs and health goals. For most people, milk provides valuable nutrients, including calcium, high-quality protein, and vitamins, without causing dramatic blood sugar spikes. Managing diabetes is about making informed choices and understanding how different foods interact with your body. As someone who has lived with type 1 diabetes for over 25 years, I know that small adjustments in daily habits can lead to significant improvements in blood sugar control and overall well-being. Do you include milk in your diet? Have you switched to plant-based alternatives? Share your experiences and any questions you have in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you incorporate milk or its alternatives into your routine. Stay informed, stay healthy, and remember, small changes lead to big transformations. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.